I've got to show you the honeysuckles. These are springtime flowers. Drink it in. The beauty. What I've noticed about these honeysuckles is this is all one vine. There's yellow, and then further down the vine, there are white flowers on the same vine. Hi, welcome. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. See, there are vines that wrap around the tree branches. They produce these lovely flowers. We call them honeysuckle. And I'm out here with the birds. You can hear the birds chirping. We're going to take a walk over to these are bulbs that are planted in the ground. Hi, Pinky. And they bloom in the springtime like this. You don't see them until the springtime. Here are the different colors. These also have flowers. They're shoots, and then they bloom after the shoots come up. Here are some more flowers. These also wait till spring. I think these are perennial. That means they bloom once a year, or one time during the year, or a few times during the year. Oh no, these are annual. Sorry, annual. That means once a year these flowers bloom. Then there are these roses, unscented roses. They bloom once a year. They're dormant through the winter time. And then they bloom. So anyway, here's a nice walk in nature. And we'll go back to the table. I can set up Roblox girl character. Hello everyone. And we have dandelion. This plant sprouted up. I think this is poisonous. It also has, this has yellow flowers that come up if we let it grow long enough. I asked my brother not to cut them down. He comes over with his weed eater and he cuts them down, and I told him don't cut them down because as long as you don't eat them, I think you're okay. All right. This is me, no makeup, no meds. Or makeup and some meds because of my heart condition. I have to take medication for my heart condition. All right. Now I can sit quietly and peacefully. Morning is when all the birds chirping. For some reason, they seem to quiet down during the rest of the day. Well, sometimes, I guess what it is we're hearing all of all the airplanes and cars, airplanes and automobiles and trains, planes, trains, and automobiles. There we go. And I think that's why we can't hear the birds. It kind of quiets down. Scattered my dad's ashes 5 days ago. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I think we need to focus on what is going on in our lives. Oh, you weren't there? There we go. This is me in the morning. Trying to style my hair. Because my hair has style. Why put, but you did it. Or didn't you? What are you referring to? It's too early in the morning, I think. What's it? 9 o'clock? No, it's 10:27. So I guess I'm getting again, this is me with no coffee, no kind of pick me up. It's 3:27. Oh, where you are, it's 3:27. You just got home. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So you're 6 hours ahead. So 13. So you're 1500. Yeah. I guess this is the morning jaw harp. You're not spamming, just in case you think I am. Oh no, you're not spamming. You're just repeating the same word. I think I need to focus on paradise. If I focus on paradise, I'll have more paradise. Don't focus on time. Don't focus on worries. Don't focus on sadness or depression. Yes. Yeah, I felt you left your phone in Lossiemouth. You have heard of it? No, I haven't. It's near England. Okay. Eddie, I have you just played. Oh, you do? You have a jaw harp? like that sound. A lot of people like that sound. I also like the sound of flute music. Wingardium Leviosa. Your first time using, you broke your mouth. Oh, you broke your tooth? That's dangerous. They should have a warning label. You could damage your teeth. I guess because everyone is misbehaving during the Minecraft movie, they've pulled it out of theaters. So there's a lot of people who are not going to be able to see it because of a few self-centered people. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's so bad, it's terrible. That's actually good. Well, thank you. It's a tune from The Breakfast Club. Have you ever seen The Breakfast Club? There's a movie by that name. It was made when I was in high school. And they whistled that tune. Is that a beer? You're welcome. That made your morning. Okay. With the little flute music. Flute music. In the UK, you can still watch. Oh, really? Probably because they're more well-behaved. They're more well-behaved in the UK. Here in America, people just are barbarians. They're just a bunch of barbarians. We throw popcorn and soda pop. Is it soda or is it pop? Canadians call it pop. We call it soda. Some people say soda pop. You call it fizzy juice? Fizzy juice. Wait, I'm only... Yep, you're the only boy here. But that's okay. This is for children of all ages. We have adult children. Sometimes adult children. Or children. Children who are not children. If you ask them, they'll say, I'm not a child. Dubai? You're in Dubai? That's India, isn't it? Part of it. Dubai. That's a place in India. Also is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a place in or near India. It's like an island, isn't it? I'm leading the parade. You're welcome. Does anybody like ego? Like a gego? What's gego? I like that song. Geography. Does anyone likes geo? Okay, geo, as in geography. He knows how to drive a car on two wheels. That sounds like fun. Like the Dukes of Hazzard. Who knows that tune? My mom just got a driving license. Think what's it called? Your mom just got a driver's license? Is she proud? Hey, that's pretty good. Hello, Mia. laughter and music is what you'll find. I like that song. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside. It ain't gonna study war no more. Would it be nice if we didn't study war no more? If we only punish the people who need to be punished, instead of this random punishing. We suffer from random punishment. I think we need to put more thought into who gets punished. That's what we do. We suffer from random punishment. I think revenge. Revenge, not prisons. We don't need to build prisons. We just need revenge. I think people would stop misbehaving if they knew revenge was on the horizon. Nobody does anything to anybody unless somebody does something to them. The revenge principle, that's what they should have. No prisons, no executions, just revenge. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice. Because I don't think anybody would do anything wrong to anybody if they knew that they were going to be the subject of revenge. Does anyone remember old Gremory? What's Gremory? Germany. Sorry, Germany. 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 What's up with old Germany? Tell us. Yes, Pinky says hi. Welcome. Oh, you're back. You went away for a while? I'm going to lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm going to lay down my burdens down by the riverside, and I ain't going to study war no more. I'm going to lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm going to lay down. Old Germany. What are you going to tell us about old Germany? Laughter and fute. I keep saying fute music. Laughter and fute music. You just had to go across the street to the store and buy your mom a pack of crisps. Did she get some fizzy juice with her crisps? I would like some fizzy juice with my crisps. I'm going to have to start using those words here. I would like some fizzy juice, please. Fizzy juice. Oh, that's what they mean by not old Germany, huh? German is so hard to learn. You hear those birds? I'm going to quiet down so you can hear the birds. They always seem to stop chirping when I talk. When I stop talking, see, when I stop talking, they stop chirping. Chirp, chirp. The company is all caps, sorry. R-I-N Buru. Lucky to know German. Yes, fizzy juice. It's fizzy juice. Can you show me the fizzy juice? I don't think they know what I'm talking about. You know. You know Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, fizzy juice. Oh, okay. I want to try to start a trend here. See if I can get people to call it fizzy juice. In the UK, they call it fizzy juice. Let's start calling it fizzy juice. Iron Brew. So your mom sent you across the street to bring her some crisps. You should try it. Is it available where you are? You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Is Dr. Pepper available where you are? Me neither. Dr. Pepper, it has a unique flavor. If you like prune juice, you like Dr. Pepper. Prune juice is supposed to clean you out internally. That's what I hear some nurses talk about. People talk about being constipated. They say, drink some prune juice. Prune juice will give you explosive diarrhea. You sound like AD. Fizzy juice is what we call carbonated beverages. If you've had a carbonated beverage, you've had a fizzy juice. Carbonated beverages cause you to burp and feel all tingly inside. What's she doing in there? I think we need walkie-talkies. Mom, are you okay in there? What do you mean? What do you mean? Fizzy juice is like a Coca-Cola, if you like Coca-Cola. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as three blind mice? If you create an air bubble in your throat and you drink, you can burp on command. That's right. Like that. I could burp on command. Or on demand. Burps on demand. Burps on demand. You too could have burps on demand for only 3 easy payments of $9.95. Have your credit card ready. I like that. It's a tune people have to finish. Those are the right notes. That's an ending. Did you know had a daughter named Clara? Also, if you swallow an air bubble, you can keep your mouth open. It makes your stomach groan. It makes your stomach growl. I was laying in bed yesterday and my stomach was gurgling. It was making gurgling noises. I don't remember what I ingested, but it was like a science experiment in my belly. Help! Figure Zonk is asking for help. Don't tread on me! Don't tread on me! With is Axel. I don't know what that even means. Bye bye. The Muppet Show. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up, ready to say, I'm gonna make a snappy today. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up, ready to say, I'm gonna make a snappy today. one's typing anything. Hello, Brian. It's morning. I'm getting in the zone. I'm getting into the zone. I like being in the zone. I am a conscious creator. I think we can all become conscious creators once we know ourselves. We need to know ourselves. Know thyself. Physician, heal thyself. I believe it's all possible. We're programmed to be dependent instead of symbiotic. We should be symbiotic and not dependent. We should We each contribute. We contribute somehow, always. We're always creating. We just have to believe that we're going to have what we want. Focus more on what you want. And keep a record of what you get that you wanted. Keep a record of getting what you want, and you'll start to see you get more of what you want. Don't keep a record of what you don't want. Don't keep a record of not getting what you want, because you'll keep getting what you don't want, or not getting what you want. I think that's what's going on. That's why bad things happen to good people, because good people are thinking that bad things happen to them. That's what I think. That's my, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think therefore I am. I really think that's what it is we focus on not getting what we want, and we keep not getting what we want, because we're just confirming things. I think our subconscious and the universe just confirms. It doesn't love us or hate us, it just keeps confirming. You hear those birds? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So the thing that's not seen is what you're thinking about. And you're going to start seeing evidence of things not seen. So keep track of what you're thinking about and what you believe. Get rid of those beliefs that say I'm not okay. Because all our lives we're told we're not okay. All of our lives we're told we're not okay, or that there's something wrong with us and that we need treatment. But that causes a dependency and not a symbiotic relationship. See, the more I talk, the more the birds. You hear that? That bird's going nuts while I'm talking. When I stop talking to hear the birds, that's when they quiet down. I'm going to prove my point. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. It's nice to sit quietly and hear the birds. Yo, big man Ed, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm listening to the birds. Every time I quiet down to listen to the birds, see, I'm hearing more birds. Maybe I'm wrong. Quiet down and listen to the birds. You'll hear more birds. Because you're listening for the birds. See, that's us creating. We're creating. We're always creating. We just have a mixed up, we're mixed up because of what we're told. See, conscious creators. We can become conscious creators. Like Carl Jung said, we must make our unconscious conscious, or it will run our life, and we'll call it fate. Doing great, sitting in nature. It is. Just do that once in a while. Shut out everything. I think that's why the earth has its own bubble, to keep out all the exterior. We can learn from the earth. The earth has a big bubble around it called the atmosphere, and it burns up meteorites before it even hits her. And that's what we need to do, create a bubble around ourselves that protects us from things before they hit us. Belief is a very powerful thing. And we need to get rid of our negative beliefs. every day try to shed a new negative belief. Say, these are my positive beliefs, this is my negative beliefs. And then let go of your negative beliefs. Over time, you'll start to notice that you're a conscious creator. We just have to reset our minds because the all is mind. The universe is mental. So stop believing that things will go wrong. Stop believing in negativity. Stop believing that people are going to do things to you that make you upset. Because I've noticed this. I've noticed that I've manifested things that people were thinking about. I've noticed when my brother is around me, I'll start doing things that embarrass him because he believes that I'm going to embarrass him on a mental level, on that telepathic level. He's projecting out there that I'm going to do something that embarrasses him. And he believes that I'm going to embarrass him. And I can feel that happening. I can feel that coming on. It's like when you get around certain people, they're actually agreeing with you on a subconscious level. When you get around people and you believe that they're going to uplift you and make you feel happier, then they start affecting you in that way. And it's subconscious. It's something, like a person can walk into a room and you can tell that they're upbeat, that they have a positive attitude. You actually see things go their way because they believe that that's what they're going to get. It's like we're projecting out into the ether things that we believe are going to happen. And I think that's what the difference between heaven and hell is. The difference between hell is ignorance. Hell is just, and once we realize things, once we learn things, our lives are less hellish because we realize that we can consciously create. Things don't happen to us, they happen because of us. And once we realize that, our lives will be different. We'll collectively ascend. And I think that's what the Bible means by the rapture. Some will be left behind. But once all of us start to realize that we're conscious creators, Jesus was talking about this the whole time. As you've done it unto the least of these, you've done it unto me. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Know ye not that you are the temple of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within you? The Father and I are one. God isn't somewhere out there. God is teaching us. God is teaching us from a distance. I think that's what it is religion teaches us that we need to look for God. But God is who we choose to be. God is guiding us, but ultimately, if you choose to get better every day. Sarah Lynn, welcome. She says hi with multiple eyes. Aren't you in Canada? I thought somebody from... Oh, is it Char Lynn? Not Sarah Lynn, Char Lynn. I gotta look closer when I read. Charlene, tell me about yourself. I don't know you because I can't see you. I just have to assume that you exist. That's what makes it crazy for me. It makes me crazy. I have to assume that somebody is talking to me, And the person in the profile picture, I have to reteach myself how to talk. I got to reteach my speaking skills. I'm down to 2 bubbles. See, these little blue lights tell me how much power I have. These little blue lights. I'm on the blue light special. Remember the blue light special at Kmart? I used to work at Kmart, and they would have a blue light special, like in girls' underwear or boys' clothing or something like that. They'll have the blue light special. Everybody goes there when the blue light starts flashing. I wonder if any stores are ever going to do that again. Power. Hello, power. Big black balls. Why does that make me laugh? Because it's funny. I've never seen anybody with the handle big black balls. It can be taken in many different ways. You know, like if you're a pool player, you know, you play billiards. Don't mind it. Don't mind that handle. I think that's what it is. That's probably what the Bible means by I am now. Oh, you're grade 4. And by the way, I am from, oh, the Philippines. Okay. It's funny, in Canada, they say grade 4. They don't say the 4th grade. So that's probably what made me think you're in Canada, because of how they word things. Because, yeah, in America, they say 4th grade, 5th grade. Just take it as footballs. Big black balls. It sounds so harmless until you start thinking about what it means. Yeah. Anyways, I like to focus on things that make me laugh. I hope I retain this knowledge when I go into my next life. It's becoming more evident that we have other lifetimes. We have more, I guess it takes a while for a soul to develop. So it goes through many different lifetimes. What is that you're playing? Oh, it's called a jaw harp. This is an ancient instrument. A lot of cultures have them for magical purposes. Shamanic people, I think, use the jaw harp. It has a hypnotic sound. Kind of sounds like 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice, big black balls. I love having laughter. You competed in a tournament. Okay. What kind of tournament is it? Is it a karate tournament? Tournament. How did you do in your tournament? Did you feel victorious? Fancy way of saying tournament. I think so. Music is like traveling. Music takes you places. When you hear certain sounds of instruments, you go on a mental journey. I made it in the top 16. Okay. Do you like that? Do you like that particular sport? Sometimes it's about playing the sport. It's how you feel when you're playing the sport. And if you want to get better, then you just keep getting better. Over time, we do improve. Practice makes perfect. But then there are people who say that we're not perfect. Is that a lie, that we're not perfect? I think something perfect corrects itself. It corrects, like when you watch a bird fly, it corrects itself as it's flying. Or when a kid is running and he falls down and gets back up, it starts running the right way. He does better, doesn't he? Yeah, especially if that music actually relates to, yeah, like if you're, like that meditation music, it makes you feel like you're floating in outer space. You actually go on mental journeys. There's a lot of people that talk about the imagination, and if you can get your subconscious mind to agree with what you're imagining, you start to see it happen in your reality. You will come back, okay. Well, enjoy your day. It's probably pretty late in the Philippines. I think they're 6 hours ahead. That's where the bawal song, I think it was invented in the Philippines. I have a bawal song. Some places they're illegal. They're illegal to have. They'll throw you in jail if you have a bawal song. I think that means butterfly knife in Filipino. They're so cool. They're a real safe knife if you know how to use it. If you grab onto the right side and it's a one-sided blade, you'll never cut yourself. And it has a very good locking mechanism. When it's open, it's not going to close on your fingers. I had a boss who was from the Philippines. She talked about their culture. They always cooked more food in case somebody came to their house. They'd be able to feed that person. I don't think a lot of Filipinos suffer from depression. I think we're badly programmed here in America. All we do is work. We never really have fun. We don't realize that we're loved and cared for. So we start feeling depressed. I notice a lot of lonely people as you go outside. Facts with Henry. Or with Harry. Oh, it is Henry. Yeah, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm the lily, I'm the lie, I'm the lily, I'm the lie. Wasn't that Mary Poppins? Mary Poppins! You hear that? I think that's what a cardinal sounds like. I'm having a concert of birds. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I like that. I am the very model of a modern major general. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I think that's what it is. That's how we make friends. Be friendly. People are lonely because they don't know how to be friendly. People are lonely because they focus too much on themselves. We're focusing way too much on ourselves. What we don't get, we start seeing evidence of what we believe. I've noticed if you just let life happen, it shows you wonderful things. Like you can really walk in the beauty way. I like the beauty way. The Navajo talk about that. Beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty above me and below me, confidence, peace, beauty, confidence, and peace. If you can walk in beauty, confidence, and peace, you probably won't feel sick as much. Hippo, what? Phobia? It's a fear of hippopotamuses. That's another Greek word. Alexander called it the water horse. Hippopotamus. That's a Greek word for water horse. And also polyp. Polyp means little foot. You know. Clue. The word clue is actually a ball of string. You're referring to a ball of string. Fear of long words. That's right. I'm afraid of long words. We call them $5 words, $20 words. I have fee-fi phobia, fear of giants. Fee-fi phobia. Hey, that's a hawk. Do you hear that? That's I think a red-tailed hawk. This is so nice. This day turned out very well. Do you have a fear of long words? Do you have a fear of guys with gray beards that say, I am Steve? I am Steve. I have a short beard. It is from within. What happened to Brian? What happened to Brian? Where did he go? He always seems to take off after a short visit. Brian. It's funny how I go into Stewie mode whenever I hear Brian. Hello, Brian. Would you like some shortbread cookies and some Cool Whip? Cool Whip and shortbread cookies with a bit of fizzy juice. What happened to Pinky? Pinky's no longer watching the show. There's a total of 2 people watching the show right now. I like descriptive. I hope my hair looks okay. This looks like I've been camping. My campy hair. Hi and welcome. Static. Your hair. Oh, my hair looks fine. Stop fussing. Stop fussing over your hair. Let's play more jaw harp. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more jaw harp. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more jaw harp. I think Christopher Walken is the most imitated person. A lot of people start to talk like him. I think if they spend time around him, they start to sound like Christopher Walken because of the way he pauses. He's got a thick New York accent. I don't think it's a thick New York accent, but you can tell he's probably from New York. I wonder how tired he gets of hearing people mimic his voice. He seems like a guy with a good sense of humor. While I was eating, my tooth fell out. Ow! I wonder, we need to go back to the Romans. Romans had good teeth. But they also brushed their teeth with urine. I think they brushed their teeth with, it was a teeth whitener. Urine had it. I'm not advocating, I'm not recommending that people brush their teeth with urine. but they say that it helps whiten the teeth. And maybe dentists don't want you to hear that. Peroxide. I think peroxide. Once a day, just swish with peroxide and see what happens. I've noticed it helped me out considerably. Whenever I start feeling infections take on, I'll just put some peroxide in my mouth and swish it as long as I can and spit it out. Or what do they use it like a mouthwash? And they say it's a better germ killer. Peroxide does a lot because it kills germs a lot better than, say, penicillin. Other antibiotics they give you. But I don't think you could take it internally. Just use it on your skin or in your mouth. Don't you think? Hold on. I think the most imitated person in the world is Jack Black. I am Steve and Chicken. You know what? I think that's what it is people are catching on because we have a herd mentality. And when you follow the herd, it's funny to watch us, how we all want to fit in. You don't want to be the oddball or the odd man out, as they used to call it. So yeah, and also how it makes you feel when you say it. When you say chicken jockey, or when you say, I am Steve, then, or yeah, I think if it makes you feel good to say it, then you're probably going to say it more. Or if you fit in even more, that's right, chicken jockey is a very popular line. That is Minecraft. You're correct. Welcome to the jungle. It gets worse here every day. You learn to live like an animal in the jungle where we play. We are the people that may find whatever you may need. You can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me. In the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Be my serpentine. Chicken jockey. Hey, Eddie. You're the Germany guy. Of course you are. Your name is now the GOAT. Flint and Steel. And what's that chicken? It's the lava chicken. It's spicy as hell. The nether. Flint and Steel. That's how they used to start fires. It's one of the quickest ways to get a fire going. Now they call it a ferro rod. I am Steve. Bro, say ich bin. What is that? Kabich? Or no, they say ich heiße. Ich heiße Ed. Ich heiße Eddie. Guten Tag. So C-O-M, Kamish. What is Kamish? Ja. Ja. Danke, gut. Und Ihnen? Entschuldigen Sie, verstehen Sie Deutsch? I was learning CD. I had a CD that was teaching me how to speak German. And I think that's the easiest way to learn. La 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 chicken. Hey boys, just saw you. I can't say one, but wanted to send you a support. Thank you. Oh, it means crazy? No, he's crazy. This is crazy. You hear that? Oh, it stops. It stops when I mention it. It's like a... This is all about crazy. Bro, ich bin Steve. Ich bin Steve. La 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 the chicken. It's spicy as hell. So you do say ich bin. Bro, say chicken jockey. Those are very popular now, those phrases. I can't find your live stream a lot of the time, like a month. Yeah, because I was taking a vacation. I needed to take a mental vacation. Did your number. Gan e your number. What does that mean? You can teach me German. Wer ist der Eddie's Funhouse? I'm hearing a lot of birds out here. I know ich verstehe nur ein bisschen Deutsch. Only a little bit. It's funny, I only know a little bit of certain languages because in America we all speak. No, I take that back. Not everybody speaks English. You have to go, you need to sleep because it's night. It is night already in the Philippines. Here it's 10 o'clock. It's 11:35. You're from Australia. I'm getting a lot of people. Some people are watching my videos. There's some Aussies that are watching my videos. I don't know if they would admit to it. They probably wouldn't admit to it, but they are. They're watching my videos because my analytics show that. And in the Philippines, I'm being seen in the Philippines and in Indonesia. You're in Portugal. It's 4 p.m. You are British. Okay. Are you vacationing in Portugal? Or holiday? They call it on holiday. How are you today? It is a beautiful day. I'm hearing a lot of birds now. Oh, you live here. Okay. So you have come. You are British, but you're living in Portugal. How's that working out? What are some things you notice that are different? There's a guy, Lawrence. There's a guy named Lawrence who moved from Britain to America, and he goes over the changes that he noticed. He says there's a lot more birds here in America. And there's no air conditioning in the UK. Probably because they don't need it. It's not as hot probably there as here. I need a bowl of water. A bottle of water. It is too hot. I noticed that. It's weird. Like in Turkey, they say the tires melt. It's so hot. Bro, Germany is... Oh, really? 1 o'clock in the morning? That is crazy. That's not... Sometimes I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning for no real reason. I have no reason to be up at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I am. So it's midnight, right? 00 is midnight. And then 1 o'clock is 01. I think that's how it... Yeah. You hear those birds back there? It's amazing how well this microphone picks up. Sometimes I'm watching one of my videos and it sounds like there's a bird in the room because of, yeah, anyway. I don't want to brag. Bro, say, ich bin Dick. Dick is short for Richard. Richard was a common name. And people, instead of saying Richard, they say Dick. But now Dick is a bad word. The goat. So Portuguese, I don't think they don't speak Spanish in Portugal. There was a guy I knew in school. He was Portuguese. That's more near Hawaii. Normally I say stay up until 1 in the morning to watch your streams, but today your mom found me watching. Oh, she got in trouble. Your vids not give me back my phone. Oh wow. So I'm starting to be an outlaw. I'm an outlaw now. And Bob is Robert. That's right. Bob. Hey Bob. Look at Bob. He's using Enzyte. Remember those commercials? Enzyte. This is Bob. He uses Enzyte. I don't want to talk about what Enzyte is for, but it's funny. No, they speak Portuguese. Okay. See, I'm learning. This is called the Penny University. They used to call coffee houses. They'd call them penny universities because people would sit and discuss things, and you could learn. You could learn a lot. What I should do is have some coffee here. I have my green tea. It's got green tea with lemon and honey. It's cool. Education should be free if you really want to be educated. Because it's amazing what you can learn. You know, it's so amazing. Just by sitting and listening to people talk. Because that's what they say, even crows. Crows gossip. Crows talk to each other. If you piss off a crow, they'll go talk to other crows. So now you don't just have that crow mad at you, you have all the other crows. They all know you. They did an experiment. They put masks on people, and the crows recognized them. You know, as they wore their masks, they would do mean things to the crows, and the crows would remember what they'd looked like. The healing power. That's right. Oh, see, it looks very healing. The healing power. It's a prank? Witness and feel the power of the doing doing. You gotta go, sweetie, for the last tomorrow. Okay. Have a safe day. I'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. No, you have crowns in different area codes. Yes, you do. Different crows, not crowns. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your day or your evening. Good evening. I like traffic lights. I like traffic lights, but only when they're green. I like traffic lights. I like traffic lights. That's a Monty Python song. Also, I was thinking of always look on the bright side of life. Life is quite absurd, and that's the final word. You must always face a curtain with a bow. If you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always. They were singing that song while they were hanging on crosses. Remember that? Interesting fact. I just learned they use the blood of lambs when they make anti-venom. Interesting. It's amazing how they say all we are is basic chemistry. We are basic chemistry. And there are different ways of obtaining certain elements. I think Steve Jobs, wasn't he? He has a bunch of boxes that represent each element, their natural state. Because there's elements and then there's compositions. So they use the blood of lambs. They also use actual venom. They call it milking snakes. They collect the venom from snakes. It is. It's in the Bible. It's biblical. They also put it over doors to stop angels from killing them. If you'd like to stop an angel from killing you, put the blood of a lamb over your door. Billy Bob Thornton, remember him? Billy Bob Thornton wore blood around his neck. It's interesting, the effects of blood. Blood is used as an offering in some cases. That's right, from the serpent, and also from gypsies. Oh, you have to have the blood of a gypsy to protect you from AIDS. That's what Borat said. Remember Borat? No, Tears of a Gypsy? I think it was Tears of a Gypsy. Tears of a gypsy to protect me from AIDS. Hi, and welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. If this is your first time here, witness and feel the healing power of the Doing Doing. Gypsy tears. I wear gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS. He says, my wife is strong on plow. Some of that stuff is actual, those are pranks being played on people. When you watch Sacha Baron Cohen movies, there's some times when he almost got beat up. He almost got beat up. Om Kumar says hi. Becco says hi. And Mike has an emoji with his tongue sticking out. Life is quite absurd, and that's the final word. You must always face a curtain with a bow. Keep 'em laughing as you go. When life seems jolly rotten, there's just something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and dance and smile and sing. When you're feeling in it, if you keep 'em laughing as you go. I gotta remember those words again. I don't remember all the words now. Always look on. How about it was the now my memory is not serving me right now. Should I leave a tip? If my memory doesn't serve me, should I still leave a tip? Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Some things make you want to swear and curse. And always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. When life seems jolly rotten, there's just something you've forgotten. That's to laugh and dance and smile and sing. There's a lot of truth in that song. Always look on the bright side of life. You hear those pleasant birdie sounds? Energy flows where the focus goes. Remember that. Always remember, never forget. Energy flows where the focus goes. What you focus on increases. So just focus on this. Focus on the joy you feel when you go outside and breathe fresh air. Focus on the pretty green grass. Focus on that, the large sums of money. Alan Watts, that's right, Alan Watts. And Neville Goddard. That'd be neat if I learned from Neville Goddard when I was a kid. How much different my life would be. Because you're basically just creating and believing in what you create. That's why when you look at your circumstances, don't regard your circumstances, your present circumstances, because that's just what you've already created. Just let all that go. Let everything go. Don't look at your current circumstances. And then just start believing that everything is all right. And look for the things that happen that are going your way. It's interesting. It's like going down the rabbit hole. Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain. That's right. He's the guy who's turning all the knobs, shouting into the microphone. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Because he's just a little old man trying to control everything through the media. And you know what? What we believe we see. We have it backwards. We have it backwards. You shouldn't believe what you see. You should look for seeing what you believe. You'll start to see what you believe. Perception is reality. This will all start to make sense later on in life. Somebody got in there and started messing with us. Believe nothing that you hear. Yeah, believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Because that goes to the all truths are half-truths. There are no absolutes. And I think that's duality. That's one of the Hermetic principles, is duality. There's good, there's evil, there's right, there's wrong, there's hot, there's cold. But to what degree? That's polarity. Accept God. Or accept that He's helping you. Accept your miracles. Accept them. Instead of wondering, has it happened yet? Is it ever going to happen? Live in the wish fulfilled. If you live in the wish fulfilled, I think that's what it is we're creating things that are against our will. We're creating things against our own will. When two people were telling that I am spamming, do you remember? There's a lot I don't remember. Absolute the same yesterday, today, and forever. I think that's what we need is consistency. I think humans like things they can rely on. A lot of times we're relying on things going wrong. They call it the law of assumption. We assume that things are going to go wrong, so they go wrong. We need to start assuming that everything is okay. That's what I say to myself before I go to sleep. I say, I'm okay. I'm okay. And then believe what you're saying. Because if you believe what you're saying, you'll start to create it. We rely on government and wonder why things are bad, are so bad. Yep. Because again, we're projecting our power outside of ourselves. No one has power over you unless you give it to them. And a lot of times we're forced to agree with things. We agree to things before we even have a chance to disagree. There's so many things that we grow up with that we just assume that's the way it's supposed to be. People say, I'll never be rich. I'll never be happy. A lot of times it's their inner talk, their self-talk. Self-talk is what we really need to be careful of. Focused or tricked into agreeing. Yeah. Or consenting. That's right. They get our consent without our consent. They know they can do that. They get our consent without our consent. We consent to sickness, disease, to something being wrong with us. That's what they first tell us. They tell us there's something wrong with you. You have to do this in order to be a good person. You have to do this in order to be a good person. So we're relinquishing we're consenting without consenting, which I think it's terrible. It's terrible that they do that to us. There's so many, like, I believe that when we're dreaming, that's who we really are. You ever have superpowers in your dreams? When you're having a dream, you can fly. And then there's those vivid dreams, the lucid dreams, when we're having a dream and it's like, oh my God, this is so real. You think that this is my reality now. So maybe we are just projectors of reality, and we have to realize that. This is all in the language they used and a sign. Yeah. Why do we all agree that money is worth something? Money is worth something because we all agree that a piece of paper is what feeds us. A piece of paper is what gets our teeth worked on. And it's almost like it's stolen power. They steal power because we can all help each other. We can all do things. It is. And it's created. It's created, and we agree without our consent. We consent without our consent. It's like, I didn't consent to paying taxes. I didn't consent to being sick. But here we are, we're creating sickness. We're creating disease. Remember before the Europeans came to America, they didn't know about disease until the Europeans came to America. So it's like they were exposed to disease, sickness. It's kind of like Pandora's box or Pandora's jar. It was opened, and now suddenly we're all exposed to it. Your science is your consent. Silence. That's right. Your silence is your consent. But we don't know we can fight. That's how we gained our independence from Britain. We gained our independence from Britain. And it was just like, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Like that song goes. We're so used to being oppressed. We create oppression. We create oppression because we're so used to being oppressed. Now that we're not oppressed by the British, we're oppressed by our government now because we're so used to being oppressed. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. We think we need a boss, but then you meet people who live in the we are, yeah, and we consented without giving consent. We didn't even know what we're getting into, you know. Say, okay, follow the herd, just another cow. You cannot become mega wealthy without a pressing, yeah, oppressing, or many people. I think that's why they let people breed. They just let people breed. Because if they can control people, you get a lot of people together who are willing to kill each other, who are willing to show up to a location and start murdering each other, or getting riots, starting riots because one person was treated badly. Because one person was treated badly, thousands of people get together and riot. And I believe it's orchestrated. You have to have imagery. You have to have imagery to control the people. You show a guy being hit with a baton. You show a guy being caned. They did that a lot in Vietnam. You know, the Vietnam era. You know, they were showing people who were being brutally murdered, you know. And that's all they need. They just need film of people being hurt to get them to agree or disagree without even really researching. So, like the moon landing, did that even really happen? People saying it didn't happen. The moon landing didn't happen because they presented us with evidence. And that's what fear is. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Running into the gas station real quick. Okay, you're back and welcome. We're talking about things that don't make sense. Imagine if we could all reset, if all of us can disagree, if all of us had the chance to disagree, had the chance to research everything. I think what it is they really rely on face value. They show something that was happening in a place where you never go. Isn't that funny? That always happens. They're showing you footage of things happening in a place you will probably never go, nor probably have never been. They tell you about it, and they get you to believe it, and it becomes your reality now. Like, I never saw anybody die of COVID, but I heard about people dying of COVID. But they say your subconscious doesn't distinguish reality or fiction. It takes it all in. Like when you're reading a book or watching a movie, your subconscious is taking it all in as though it's really happening. And you have to actually tell yourself, this isn't real. Like when I was watching zombie movies. I was taking it all in like it was really happening. And then you start to have nightmares about zombies, you know. And it's amazing. The things we see are affecting our subconscious mind. They've done experiments like if you imagine that you're doing push-ups, your body will show results of push-ups. Or Zen meditations. If you see yourself in your imagination performing certain tasks, your body will act as though you have performed those tasks. And I've always noticed that every time they show something on the news, whenever you look at something on the news, it's in a place you will never go or a place you have never been. And they're showing you all these images of horrible things going on. But you can look miles in any direction and nothing is going on. Do that experiment. This is your homework. Watch your surroundings. Watch how mediocre everything is. Because that's what we all want. We just want calm, peace. We want everyone to be nice to each other. And people usually disagree when somebody is not being kind or nice. And it usually takes care of itself. No one needs to call the police. No one needs to cause martial law. Nothing really, yeah. Most of the time, in our reality, nothing really strange is going on. But on the news, when you watch the news, all the things they present to you, gas prices are going up. There's tariff wars. There's Canadians don't like Americans anymore. You know, Canadians stop buying American products. And it's, we're being messed with. We're really being messed with. We're being gaslighted. That's the problem. We're being gaslighted. All day, every day. We don't know what is real or not real. Movies can be very convincing. Actually, Cannibal Holocaust. There was a movie called Cannibal Holocaust. The special effects were so realistic that they had to call in the actors to show that the actors were still alive. They were going to start throwing people in jail, in prison, because they believed what they saw. That's a good example. You know, Cannibal Holocaust. Look up this story, the movie Cannibal Holocaust. They actually called the actors into court to prove that they were alive, because they actually believed they were killing people in this movie. That's how good the special effects were. So are we being gaslighted when we see horrible things happening? You talk to somebody who was there and they go, you know what, that's not how it happened. It's how the media pitches it to you. Like that Crazy Train song. You know, one person conditioned to rule and control. The media sells it and you live the role. Mental wounds not healing, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on this crazy train. Wow, that bird is really happy today. I think that's what it is. The smarter we are, the better. All right, you're back. Somebody earlier, Pinky had to go across the street to get her mom some crisps. So it's cool that people are coming back after they perform their tasks. Because mom says, I want you to go across the street and buy me some crisps. Here we call them chips. It's funny. I'd like to live in the UK for a while. Wouldn't that be interesting to see how different things are in the UK? But a lot of people, they never get a chance to experience that. There's a saying, keep them poor, keep them hungry, keep them working for you. Keep them poor, keep them hungry, keep them working for you. It's not a mistake. It's not your fault that you're poor. Do you know what they call cigarettes? Yeah, they call them the F word. Yeah. A pack of fags. Yeah, that's how they say it in the UK. Look it up. We can't say that word anymore. You can't say, yeah, that's what they call cigarettes. But if you say that word here, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And they use the F word a lot. In Canada even, they use the F word. But here, if you use the F word, oh my God, you said the F word. Isn't it terrible? People just need to let stuff go. The C word. Everybody knows what the C word is. A lot of ladies here in the US don't like the C word. But in the UK, they use it all the time. They use the C word all the time. It's like a term of endearment. And if you go to California, the N word, they use the N word a lot in California. They use it as punctuation. But here you can't. Here in Georgia, you hardly hear the N word. But if you go to California, if you go to Sacramento, you're going to hear the N word all the time. But it's funny. It's like you're in a different world when you go to different places. Oh, there's a butterfly. Oh, there's a butterfly. You can kind of see it there. It's taking a nap, I guess. It just flew there. Now it's sitting. See it? Butterfly. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. It's a big black butterfly. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just stop and we're going to look at that butterfly. There we go. There you go. Bink. Yeah, I shared that. I shared that with you. When I see an elephant fly. I need power packs. My brother said he has a promiscuous chiroptera. Promiscuous. I don't hear that word very much anymore. I don't hear that. Promiscuous. There we go. I'm putting another power pack. Well, anyway, my brother says he has a solar-powered power pack. Solar-powered power pack. And I could sure use one of those right now. The scientific name is butterfly. That's right. Oh, chiroptera. Okay. I'm trying to remember that what they call the great white bat. Yeah. Ace. That's right. I don't remember that either. I do remember the bat. Where is the bat? Guano bowls. Collect the whole set. Where is the bat? Oh, that's bringing back memories. It's in the bone. It's in the bone. Akasha. That's right. Shikasha. Yeah, it was a god to them. The Shikasha. Shikasha. And then there was Iquincy Ocha. Iquincy Ocha. The White Devil. Did he just call me the White Devil? That's what we're called, the White Devil. Shawshank Redemption. Oh, laughs. It's amazing what we do for laughs. Hey, Eddie. Oh, it's Sophia. Welcome, Sophia. I am in second. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Bumblebee Tuna. Your balls are showing. See, that's PG. I think that was a PG movie. Oh, you pretty titty bang bang, chitty titty bang bang, we love you. And our pretty titty bang bang, chitty titty bang bang loves us too. Chitty! They say he ad-libbed that scene. Your smile is cute. Aww. You're first, I'm second. You're always first at Eddie's Funhouse. That's what I should say. You're always first at Eddie's Funhouse. Wow. This turned out to be a good day. Most of the time, at certain times of the day, I'm baking. But there's just the right amount of cloud cover. It's like the Lord is arranging everything. Hello, Super Shorts. Super Shorts. I'm glad I'm in a good mood today. No, I mean hi. You mean who? People get excited and start typing things. They get so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I know, I know, I know, I know, I want you, want you. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Things, things. Everyone knows a slinky, a slinky, a slinky. For fun, it's a wonderful toy. Fun for girl and a boy. One walks downstairs, a loader in pairs. It makes a slinkity sound. A thing, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows a slinky. Remember KB Toy Stores? KB Toy Stores and Toys R Us? It's all gone online now. Nobody wants to go to a toy store. Nobody wants to go to a toy store anymore. Probably because all the kids, parents just let their kids do whatever they want. Can you make a tune like Welcome Back? You mean Welcome Back, Kotter? I am and always will be. That's right. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Kind of like Peter Pan syndrome. It is funny. It would be nice to watch people. If you were to remove somebody from their normal habitat and watch how much they change. Because, again, we agree to so much without having a chance to disagree. We consent without consent. Going back to that. I like to go deep within my subconscious mind. You are and you always will be a Toys R Us kid. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Oh man, if I can go back in time. I am immortal. You know what? I think we are immortal. We're just told we're not. We're made to believe that we're not. I'm not dead yet. That seems to be the word of the day. I'm not dead yet. People say we all 100% die. We're all supposed to die. Why am I not dead yet? If I'm supposed to die, Some people die at different times. Isn't that weird? I think we are immortal. We're just being told that we're not. You go to sleep, you wake up, things happen to you, and you're still alive. I think we're all BS'd. I think we're getting rained on. I feel a little bit of rain. It's raining sunshine. It's raining sunshine. We are legally dead. That's right. Maybe haven't we poked a hole in it? They say we die every night. Yeah, we are legally dead. Then why do we have to pay taxes? Because we agree to. We agree that they're going to throw us in a jail, or they're going to fine us. But we all agree, if we all stopped agreeing that money was a thing, imagine what would happen if we all just stopped agreeing that money was a thing. If we all go, how much does that cost? It doesn't cost anything because money isn't a thing. We're all told from little kids, from the time we're little kids, there's money and we don't have it. There's money and you can't have any. You have to ask for it. You have to work for it really hard to get that money. But there's a hole in that. There's a hole in that. A big hole that I can walk through, that you could drive a truck through, because we are a corporation and they can do business with us, or else they could not. Isn't that a bunch of crap? And law is mostly interpretation. Law is we have to get people to interpret law. We have to get a lawyer, an attorney, and then the judge just makes the decision. The lawyers interpret the law. So we all agree that there's a thing called law, and we all enforce it. Law is nothing like spitting on the sidewalk. If I were to make a law that you can't spit on the sidewalk, but nobody enforced it, nobody really did anything about it, people would still spit on the sidewalk. Yeah, it's legalese. It's called an confusion induction. In hypnosis, it's a confusion induction. They confuse us, and then they say, oh, by the way, and then we're consenting without consent. We have to go, okay, well, I guess that's what it means. I guess that's what it means. This piece of paper that I got that says I got to show up in court, you know. And I think we got to stop believing in that. We have to stop believing in it, because that's where they get their power. If you believe that that piece of paper says you owe money, and you believe in it, then everybody else believes in it because we're a herd mentality. Sorry, but I am at a customer's house, and it's going to be a while. I will probably see you next time. Okay, well, thank you for sticking with me. Wow. Yeah, I'm really moved. I'm moved by your commitment. You know what? We're kindred spirits, I think. We're slowly seeing the holes in everything. We're going to know the truth. I heard that's what Jesus said. He said that, look at my fonts. What's wrong with your fonts? He said, when you know the truth, you'll be disturbed. Then you will marvel. Then you will rule the all. It's that thing. Fear and control. They know how to control us. They control us by getting us to believe things. Getting us to believe that there's money. Money is something that was invented. Money was invented because people didn't want to carry around gold. So they pay notes. They were called pay notes. My whole head is through the... That's right, your whole head. We're going to step through the veil. And then they're really going to freak out. They're going to freak out. They're not going to know what to do. When people... Money is an invention. And I laugh at people who ask me for money. Or they say that I'm in debt. I don't believe that I'm in debt. I believe I'm paid in full. I believe that I am totally paid off. I'm a quarter Jew. You were telling me that. That also our culture, our government, our culture, they're getting us to agree with our consent. I'm very sad, bro. FT. You're very sad? Well, try not to think about what makes you sad. I know it's easier said than done. All right, you have a good day, Mike. And may God be with you. I think we're sad because we focus on what makes us sad. They say what you focus on increases. In the words of Neville Goddard, what you focus on increases. Why aren't we all just sitting out here in the sunshine, breathing fresh air? Why aren't we all? Because we're all told we have to show up to a job. My girlfriend cheated on me. Okay. Tip your host. That's right, tip your host. I am your host. We have to ask ourselves, what do we do next? What do we do next? Oh, it's 9:55 in India. All right. Sometimes we agree that we need to be hurt. Stop agreeing that you need to be hurt. Because if we agree that we need to be hurt, we subconsciously pick out people who will hurt us. We got to quit doing that. Quit agreeing that you need to be hurt. You don't need to be hurt. So tell your subconscious, I don't need to be hurt. I don't care where you are. You don't need to be hurt. Because you're better. Just say to yourself, I'm better than that. I don't need to be hurt. So I don't need to pick out people who are going to hurt me. The American dream is dead. I agree. Who killed it? Who killed the American dream? We did. We all agreed that the American dream is dead. We all agreed. We all agreed to have a president. We all agreed to have a bunch of people who work behind the scenes, who do the cloak and dagger all day long. For real. Yeah, for real. You know what? We're all great. We're all great. We're just told that we're a bunch of idiots that we don't understand. I think we understand if we start using our heart. If you use your heart, if you listen, get familiar with what your heart feels, because our hearts are intelligent. Politicians and promises, that's right. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. And when he steps out from behind the curtain, tell him he's fired. Tell him he's fired. You're fired. Remember that? You're fired. That's what Donald Trump used to always say. You're fired. We need to fire these people who rule and reign over us. You're fired. Just when he steps out from behind the curtain, say, you're fired. Politicians. ABC, if you love Eddie's Funhouse. That's right, ABC. Our programming. We get back to our programming. Is that overt or what? They used to call it programming. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Because they're programming you. They're programming you. When you watch TV, That's what we need to do. These people who are stealing our dream, these people who are making us consent without really having a choice but to consent. But you know, people like me get locked away. People like me get called crazy. They have you hard about the terrorist attack in India. I have not heard about that. Again, what the news is telling us, they're telling us about a place where we will never probably go because we can't. We can't go there. I can't go to India because I can't afford a plane ticket. I can't afford hotels. I'm never going to go there. They tell us about places where we're never going to go, where we never have been. And when you talk to people, for example, in Ukraine, what's going on in Ukraine, they're telling us about a place that we'll probably never get to go. They're telling us about people we're never going to see. 22nd of April, okay. We are all great. You are nothing less than great. Appreciate your work. Yes. I think that's what it is. We're so afraid. We got to quit being afraid. We're afraid of what? If you get enough people together to agree on something, that's when you have a revolution. You know, like the Bolshevik Revolution and the French Revolution. It eventually happened. Enough people said, enough. Enough of this oppression. But then, we're so used to being oppressed, we get nervous when we're not oppressed. We're so used to showing up because somebody told us we had to show up. We're so used to paying money because somebody told us we have to pay money. And again, we're consenting without our consent. Our silence is our consent. We're told to be silent. But then again, we're being programmed. One person conditioned to rule and control, the media sells it, and you live the role. Major wounds not healing, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on this crazy train. I know that things are going wrong with me. You got to listen to my words. Oh, I hear an angry squirrel. I appreciate you being here. We'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens after I said all this. What's going to happen to me now that I've said all this? In America, we can do that. I heard in Germany, if you say something, you can get locked up. You can get put away if you say something. Words are powerful, and I think they know that. They know that words are powerful. Words are very powerful. That's why they don't want us to say words. They want to put duct tape over our mouths and tell us, you got to work. Arbeit macht frei. You got to. That's the lie they tell you. Arbeit macht frei. Then you find out you're in a death camp. Welcome to the death camp. Remember the advertiser. I think that's what Satan means. Satan means advertiser. He's always advertising. Work really hard. Do things for other people so they can pay you so little money. Eddie, you were just in a live? I'll have to look at your live and see how it went. I think, have you left a comment lately? It makes it easy for me to go to a channel. And the people, AK haters, were calling the streamer a pig? Are they calling you a pig? You know what? You gotta ignore the haters. That's what I had to do. Ignore those haters. Haters don't appreciate. Don't hate, appreciate. Haters are just people who haven't seen the light yet. I don't think they've seen the light. They aren't calling me a pig. Well, good. I'm glad. It's nice to not be called a pig. Pig. You don't be a pig. Don't make a pig of yourself. I think that's what we need. Talk therapy. The person's users is Ice Cream Man. Really? Oh, you were on another live. So you like the Ice Cream Man. Oh, people are hating him. Okay. You know what? There's no such thing as bad attention. Just remember that. There's no such thing as bad attention. You hear that bird? I think that's a robin. Robins make that. Isn't that a pretty sound? I'm gonna go get my hat. The sun is shining on me, and I need my hat. So I'm gonna let you watch this lovely background. I need to charge this up anyway. These are hand warmers. They're hand warmers and they're also battery packs. It's amazing. All right, I'll be back. Sit tight now. Enjoy this is actual, these are actual bushes back here. smells so nice out here. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Ice Cream Man? Are you? Here we go. I have my booty cap now. You know what I've noticed in war? People don't willingly go to war. Back in like World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, a lot of people were drafted. You like my fantastic hat? It's fantastic. There we go. People don't willingly go to war. They force people to go to war. I think, no, wait a second. During Desert Storm, the Iraq War, the Afghan War, people showed up to war, to a place that most people will never go, to go and kill each other. I noticed that the Hopi Indians, they were forced to go. They didn't want to go to war. They were forced to go to war. They didn't want to throw bombs on people. The Navajo, I think, yeah, the indigenous people. They were forced to. But you know what? People don't like the truth. People get in trouble for speaking the truth. I really like this tea. I like this green tea. It's all fun and games until they come and take you away. It's all fun and games. That's what the Romans did. Jesus preached out in the streets. And he was talking about freedom and love. And they nailed him to a cross. Martin Luther King was talking about equal rights, and he got shot. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. That's why Jesus hasn't come back yet. They'd probably kill him. They'd kill him right away if he were to come back. If Jesus showed up and just started saying, hey, I'm back, I wonder how long it would be before they just killed him again. It probably would take less time. He'd probably have a less expectancy if Jesus just came down, say, how my people are so few. So few people are doing what I said to do. My keyboard has some jokes. Really? That'd be an interesting experiment. The life expectancy of the second coming of Christ. That's probably why he has to come back on a white horse and all that. Coming down from the clouds with 10,000s. Because if he just showed up like he did the first time, his life expectancy wouldn't be very long. What do you call a bee that can make up his mind? A maybe. Oh, that can't make up his mind. A maybe. I like that. I like those dad jokes. What do you call a bee? He can't make up his mind. A maybe. Oh, I'm glad I got my hat now. I am so glad I got my hat. I can feel the heat. Feel the heat. I think we will find peace. We will have heaven on earth. I heard that we become a person of interest when we start wanting what's good for everybody and for ourselves. They used to say, talking to yourself, you're live. It's reminding me that I'm live. It's only people that make life difficult. Have you noticed that? People, it's always like a Saddam or a Hitler or a Osama bin Laden. All it takes is one person to make life difficult. Or a Muammar. There was a speech Muammar Gaddafi gave before he was executed. Let's see if I can find it again. We're so willing to believe things that don't benefit us. Wow, 2 hours. 2 hours. I want to see if I can do that. I want to see how long I can do this. It is 61%. Where is everybody? There's two people brave enough to come and watch Eddie's Funhouse. We believe we're unhealthy. Stop believing you're not healthy. This is a holographic universe. That's what they tell us. Cause and effect. Another hermetic principle. Cause and effect. And vibration. Everything moves, everything vibrates. Nothing is at rest. Everything moves, everything vibrates. We're creators, we're just told that we're not. We're told that we are victims of circumstance. I still belong, don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. I think this is a marathon. This has become a marathon. I can do this until my brother arrives. When my brother arrives, I am so thankful for my brother because he's able to discern or decipher what's written on paper. I have dyslexia, so I can't always decipher what I see on paper. I really get confused when I'm reading things. I misread a lot and I get confused. But my brother can just read and totally understand what the paper is saying. And I envy that. Hello, Maggie. Maggie Lala. Welcome. It looks, no, you're not the only one. Spot the difference. 5 levels of difficulty. Monty Python had a show called Spot the Loony. Spot the Loony. Sometimes it's not so difficult to spot the loony. I can spot loonies all day long. That should be my job. My job should be to spot the loony. One more level since I don't want to spam. You don't want to spam? Well, good for you. How is everyone? I'm going to see how long I can do. I'm now in my second hour. This is the longest. I'm going to see how long I can go today. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. Do, 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 do. Bosom Buddies. That was a show that was on the television many years ago. It's live. Very fun. Oh, you like this live, huh? You'd even go as far to say it's very fun. You'd even go as far as to say this is kind of nice. I like, now that the clouds are out, I hear better when I take off my hat. They say I can't throw this in the washer. What does this say? Camouflage, pattern, desert, caution. Initial loose fit required for continued comfort. Spot wash, badly soiled areas. Wash in hot water. Using soap or detergent. Machine spin or squeeze. You can squeeze it by hand, machine dry. At moderate heat or hang to dry. This looks like it needs to be. Hello, Menace. Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. It's really nice weather today, and I'm smelling all the flowers. It's so nice. This is natural. This is all natural. Why do we do so much that's unnatural? Nature is such a wonderful thing. We do so many unnatural things. We lock ourselves up in our houses. It's nice to, yes, nice to see you. It is. It's nice to not, well, I can't see you. They need to change that. It would be nice if you do a stream and you can see each person. Or you could do one-on-ones. Wouldn't that be nice? People pay $5 and you could do a one-on-one with somebody, a consultation, or just sit and chill. That'd be money well spent. But then again, I'd have to do so many lives. They'd have to make it worth my while. It's nice to see you. More jaw harp. I have a fever. The only prescription is more jaw harp. Joe Dirt. Christopher Walken was in Joe Dirt. That's what I like, comedy. There was an SNL skit with Christopher Walken. He was reading a storybook. I forget which storybook it was. It was it was funny. It was funny. Feel, experience, and feel. Isn't it feel? Feeling is part of experience. Feeling, the senses. We believe too much in our senses. When we see something, we tend to believe it. I always have everything I need. That's a good thing to say and believe it. You have to believe what you say. When life gives you lemons, squirt someone in the eye, face emoji, be like, that's right, have your sunglasses on. Squirt someone in the eye, lemon juice. California seems to be a bad place to protect yourself. There's so many laws that protect the criminal. If somebody attacks you, there's so many things that you would be accountable for if you protect yourself. I guess it's a matter of how you protect yourself. I guess it's really hard to get a concealed carry permit. They're starting to relax those laws. I think lately, here in Georgia, you can open carry. I don't think you need a permit. It's interesting to know all the laws, but then again, laws are interpreted. Laws are open to interpretation. And they get these people who interpret things for us. It's kind of like the church in some cases. Hi there, Maggie Lala. Is it Maggie? Maggie Lala. I know a Maggie, and now I know a Maggie. Let the doing doing heal you. You know what I think happened? People were calling it the boing boing, but my dyslexia saw it as the doing doing. Boing boing. So people were calling it the boing boing because it makes a boing boing sound. But when I read it, it looked like it was saying doing doing. There's my explanation. You want my explanation? There's my explanation. I know some people don't hang around lives very much. Or at least my live. Some people stay with me to the end. This is the end, friend. Andy, no! We're friends to the end, remember? I don't know. You tell me. Jesus had to do that a few times. He said, who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? It's like, I think that's more powerful. I say you are the Christ. Because you can tell all day long what you are, but it's up to the people to believe, to understand what you are. It's up to the people. Did you know you could be a Muslim and not know it? You start reading the Quran and you start to see, I was a Muslim the whole time. Sinead O'Connor said something along those lines. This cloud above me looks like Godzilla. Godzilla, Godzilla, Godzilla. Let's see, we're gonna figure out. Kind of reminds me of, if you turn it this way, reminds me of Godzilla. Oh, it blew around a little bit. It doesn't look like Godzilla anymore. Looks like a giant dragon or something. Looks like one of the Godzilla monsters. It's got really bright. To show a cloud that looks like Godzilla, but it doesn't look like Godzilla anymore. It looks like one of the monsters that fought him. So it looks like there's only, yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one. What time is it now? It's 1:01. I guess what I'll do is take a lunch break. It's been 2 hours. Money is an invention. Money is an invention, and money isn't the same everywhere. If you go to Canada, the money's different. If you go to the UK, money's different. If you go to America, the money's different. We can't even agree on money. We all agree that it exists. We all agree that there's money, but we can't agree on what money looks like. And then we use cards. We use cards to pay for things. Wait a minute, cards aren't money. Cards are cards. Cards, and then we don't even swipe our cards. We tap our cards. Cards aren't money. Money is money. We all agree that there's money, but we can't agree what money looks like because it's an imagined thing. I imagine that money is imagined. Anyways, if that doesn't make sense, then it doesn't have to. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't have to. All right, it's time for me to eat some lunch.